Hello YouTube, my name is Nero. Today we have some more Madden NFL 18. Welcome back to the playthrough, ladies and gentlemen. Rebuilding the Cleveland Browns organization has brought us to Ford Field to take on the Detroit Lions. I love this stadium. It's my favorite stadium in the entire league. Of course, I love First Energy Stadium. I'm a Browns fan, obviously, but man, something about Ford Field is fantastic to me. Maybe it's all the years of watching it on Thanksgiving. I have no idea, but I've always had kind of a soft spot in my heart for the Detroit Lions. I think it's because, similar to the Browns, they haven't exactly been good for a very long time. Now, of course, they've had some pretty good players. They've had a couple of decent seasons. They've definitely done better than the Browns, but by and large, they're pretty much on the same level as Cleveland, in my opinion. So I've always kind of had this this soft spot for those guys, but there's going to be no love lost here today, ladies and gentlemen, because we are here with one goal in mind, and that is to walk away with W and not throw any more interceptions. And not throwing interceptions. Trust me, guys, I practiced a ton during the bye week just to try and get a little bit better at actually throwing the ball, and hopefully that is going to pay off here in this particular episode. It's a good start. It's a good start. So I was testing out different routes and stuff like that. I found out that the wheel route is actually one of the better routes in the entire game. It's actually one of those things that I should try to incorporate more into the offense because it can beat man coverage very, very easily. So we're going to be trying that in this game. We're going to be trying a lot of things here in this game, but it's going to start with hopefully getting this first down right here. And there is going to be a wide open Corey Coleman twice in a row. He actually held on to that one, so that's a good thing. We are going to do a hurry up here into, come on, please have a halfback dive. I need to stop doing hurry ups unless I know for a fact that a particular formation has the play that I want. Like right now, I really just want like a halfback dive, and there's no proper halfback dive. So we're going to have to go with this here. Up. He fell forward. Perfect. All right. Whew. They better give, I was going to say, they better give that to me. I can see them not. All right, what do we want now? What do we want now? I like bench swap. The reason why I like bench swap is because if we do complete the pass, we can do a hurry up and then do a halfback screen to Duke Johnson Jr. Let's send Njoku on the in route here. There we go. I like that a lot. And it's, wide open is Mr. Joshua Gordon. It's important to remember, while I do want to get better at passing the ball and become more efficient at it, it's also a situation we decided to do the hurry up there. We went out of bounds and things were fine. It's important to remember that you have to play to the strengths of your team. As much as I want to be Aaron Rodgers out there, I'm DeShone Kizer. You know, I'm not Aaron Rodgers. And so I need to kind of just play accordingly and do what I can with the receivers that I have and the running back that I have. And, I was hoping to be able to get away right there. Another cool thing about the Lions is despite how their jerseys look right now, they do traditionally have like some old school style jerseys. The Browns had old school jerseys for a long time until, of course, a couple years ago. And just got right through on me. Nobody open. Rough play. Very, very rough play. Now let's see what we got here in the old playbook. Not a lot of great choices, honestly. F trail. Do we have a wheel route? Ooh, there's the divide. It's actually got a wheel route on it. But I think it's actually going to be Njoku, so I'm not sure if I'm actually going to want to be running that. We'll see. We're looking for Njoku here, and if not, maybe... Josh Gordon coming across actually looks like it's going to be there. And it isn't. And Njoku forcing it in there. The hit jarred that loose. Really, announcer? The hit jarred that loose. There was no hit there. That was just a sad, sad drop. And now I'm seeing here left in a 3rd and 18 situation. It's kind of looking like we're going to need to punt, but of course we're going to try our best here to get something going. Let's go with the shark halfback wheel. If we have enough blocking, this could potentially be a pretty deep play to Duke Johnson Jr. Just for a safe bet, let's send Cole Beasley deep, just to kind of spread the defense out a little bit. And there we go. And there he's cutting upfield. You see what I'm talking about, that wheel route? And there's 3 drops so far. I realize he touched it with one hand, but for crying out loud here, man, I can only do so much. We are playing as the Cleveland Browns, ladies and gentlemen. You kind of have to understand that the Browns are not exactly a good team. Despite my best efforts to rebuild them, I can't exactly just sign Randy Moss as Terrell Owens and, you know... Oh, we were so close to getting that. I can't sign Calvin Johnson's even. Is he going to come out of retirement? Because sometimes they do that in Madden. They'll have random, like, really good players come out of retirement in franchise mode. It'd be cool if Calvin came back. I would try so hard to sign him. But, most of my receivers are, 81, 82 overall or worse. And oftentimes they are going to be dropping passes. That one was Duke Johnson Jr. But he's kind of like a... receiver and running back's clothing almost, so not so bad. And that's going to be Josh Gordon coming across. Actually, no, it isn't. That's going to be Cole Beasley. Josh looked like he was there, but then he started bumping into a couple of linebackers and stuff, so I decided to go against that. Do we have a proper halfback screen out of this? Oh, here we go. Here we go. I realize it's second and short, and his screen may be kind of ill-advised in that kind of field positioning. You couldn't even just tap the guy. I don't even know who this whitehead guy is, but apparently he's really good because he has been an absolute ball hawk this entire episode so far. We're going to try the 3rd and 2 halfback dive. They have a bunch of people on the line, so we're actually going to go ahead and call an audible here. Actually, let's call several audibles to see if we can actually get these guys to... All right, doesn't look like we're actually getting them to budge at all. In fact, they're moving up a little bit closer, so we're going to go for the straight-up slant route here. And I would say that's pass interference. There we go. Cole Beasley got the call. Let's see what it is. Darn straight it was. All right. We're going to accept that. We're now going to be on the 35-yard line. I will take that any day of the week. Let's run a little bit more here. I'm so focused on getting out there and passing the ball. Let's not force it. Let's have things become natural. I think one of the things that really had us being more successful in the first couple of weeks was I was really trying to focus on a balanced offense, whereas I think the further we get into the season, like, I don't know, the more you play, the more it's like when you play Call of Duty, right? I don't know about you guys, but when I play COD, the first game I have on is like always my best game, or at least, you know, my first couple of games are typically my best games of the entire play session, because when you first hop on, you're really focusing, you're really into it, you know. And don't get me wrong, I don't play the entire season out in one sitting, but I'll sometimes play like 2 or 3 games in a row or something like that, and then maybe I just become a little bit impatient. I start throwing the ball a lot more. Yeah, so I think a trick is to just remain patient the entire time. You know, don't worry too much about trying to pass the ball a lot. Don't worry about trying to be explosive on offense. Just try to play the game that you can play. And I randomly still like this play with Duke Johnson here. There we go. We got a couple yards out of that. I'll take that. Let's do a hurry up here. I like this formation a lot, so I do want to do a hurry up and see what we can put together here. I'm going to go for the Y dagger. That's going to bump out that defense a little bit, which is going to make the halfback dive even easier. There we go. Let's get the Duke even closer. Again, hurry up offense here. Hurry up offense. This time, going into the Y dagger, I think. This actually should be pretty good for Njoku coming across, I think. If not, let's have Corey Coleman coming on in, just so I have another outlet receiver, potentially. And Njoku! Look at him. They really, really wanted to stop the run play right there, man. They tried really hard to get that. All right. And we got the extra point. Our new kicker's already doing well for us. We've got the ball back here on the 2-yard line. Go defense. All right, so what can we do? Whenever does anyone else always have that that thought in the back of their mind where it's like, you know, maybe I should try for the 98-yard touchdown and just throw up a bomb. But that's typically not a very good idea. So we're going to try to avoid ruining anything here. And, I was really hoping just to truck him down and get some extra yards. Seeing number 32 there, I haven't really paid close attention to the Detroit Lions in a while, so I'm not exactly sure who number 32 is on their team. But whenever I see that, I think of old Dre Bly. Who remembers Dre Bly, the corner for the Lions? So freaking good. All right, Njoku coming across. Maybe Cole deep. Actually, Njoku's perfect. There we go. What do I do here, guys? I'm going to start getting salty here soon, man. All right. I actually like the out routes here. Oh, the safeties are playing back deep, especially. So I think no. The only reason I wasn't intercepted is I saw him going out as I was throwing it, so I did like a precision modifier almost, and I threw it to the inside corner. That was a little bit scary. All right. The inside corner. Well, the inside shoulder, I think, is where I'm looking for here. We're going to try the screen here, although the screen hasn't worked a little bit so far. And they're covering it, kind of. We're going to fire it in, and we're just going to run. Try and get that first. I could have tried to get behind my blockers, but I just really wanted that first down. Still, we went for the first down. Let's continue on here, man. We got 3 minutes left, so we got plenty of time, honestly. If we can get down there and get up 14-0, that would really help our chances of winning this game. And that's I was going to say that's Njoku. That's better yet, Josh Gordon there in the corner. I love that corner route. It's so freaking good. Let's continue on up here. Would a halfback draw work against this defense? Let's see. Yeah, I'm not particularly liking it, but we're going to try it anyway. Let's do a fake snap. And, hey, it's actually going to work a little bit. There we go. If only Njoku could have gotten that block right there. I mean, either way, a 5-yard carry is a 5-yard carry. You know, you can't really get too upset about it. Let's call a halfback. Okay, so if Josh Gordon is in man coverage, he should be wide open on this play. Beasley, can I be running an in route? That would just, I'm more comfortable throwing it in than that goofy-looking curl he had. And it's perfect man coverage, and there it is. And I threw a pass. Oh! You guys see what I'm going to talk about there, though. The reason why it didn't work is because that was zone coverage. Again, I've been trying to do a lot more research to become better at passing in this game. And the reason why, like, when he ran the wheel route, as soon as he makes his cut, he's, like, pretty much always going to be open if it's man coverage. The reason why it didn't work there is because he had backup zone coverage. I got a little bit too antsy. I wanted to try and complete the route and forced it in there. We just got kind of lucky they dropped the interception. You are on him like white on rice, and there's Corey Coleman's third drop of the game. This is honestly pathetic here. Now, I'm sure Madden being Madden, they're not actually going to count anything here. But let's... how many drops have they actually counted? Nope, they're actually counting most of them. That's 5 drops so far. This is pitiful, man. Come on. Like... What am I supposed to do here? I guess I could be trying to call for more possession catches. That could be potentially good. I need to really aim this far right. I did that intentionally because I didn't go... Come on, man. I was hoping that was going to make it go further out of bounds there because I did not... I'm a little flustered right now, and I didn't actually aim it towards the corner nearly as well as I should have. And defense is held, and we have the ball here at the 48-yard line. That's pretty decent field positioning. I like the Wygo slot cross here. I want to see if we can try and get Njoku. The ball here, obviously. And Njoku's there. There we go. Where's the stickum? I don't care if it's illegal. We're about to put some stickum on these boys' gloves because this is getting ridiculous. Who hasn't dropped a pass so far? Has Cole Beasley dropped any passes? Should I just only start throwing to him? Not as Paul, I don't think's dropped any either. We're crying out loud, man. And that's going to be an open corner route. Oh. I'm hitting them all in the hands. What is happening? At this point, it's just funny. Oh, man. Give myself a cough here for crying out loud. I don't know what to do. And he's open. What am I supposed to do? I hate all Madden. I can't even say that because I've been playing all Madden this entire time, and the drops have been an issue, but they haven't been this big of an issue. What is going on? This is absurd. And I'm so flustered I can't even get a good punt off here. Why is this happening to me? We got the ball back on the 31. At least our defense is holding. Imagine... Oh, man. I can't even begin to tell you guys how frustrated I would be right now if we were losing, and the only reason we were losing is because I can't do anything because my teammates keep dropping. The only reason I'm not, like, livid right now is the fact that we're actually still winning. And I need you to get that run after catch, buddy. Oh, shoestring. All right. I want to try a screen here. I mean, at least a screen's typically guaranteed a catch. Is there not a screen in this formation? Am I crazy? There is no screen in this formation. Okay. Fair enough. All right, we're going to go wide receiver corner then. So it's a different play, but same concept pretty much. And we're going to scramble this. We're going to scramble this. 1, it's going to get us out of bounds. And 2, it's going to get us the first down and more. Oh, you would fumble, but fumbling out. Is that going to stop the clock? I don't know what the rule is on that. That's my 5th fumble with Kaiser this season. I mean, either way, we're still driving here a little bit. We had the ball in the 33 with 42 seconds and 2 timeouts. Should I risk now? Part of me wanted to risk running the ball a little bit. I think if anything, we should try and get a field goal out of this to extend that lead to 2 scores. If anything, if we can pull that off, we would be pretty well off. I don't even care that it was a drop. Okay. It's not so much that it was a drop because it would have been stopped at the line anyway. But it's the fact that it was a drop kind of bothers me. And Cole Beasley, I can't help but notice you, my friend, are going to be in a pure one-on-one here. I want you running a slant. I want Njoku running deep as well. And Corey, I'm just gonna send. This play looks kind of like goofy, but and there we go. Let's spike the ball. Let's spike the ball. I rarely actually spike the ball, but we're gonna spike it. Just it's only gonna shave a few seconds off. Ooh, it's weird having Josh Gordon in the back there. I thought that was a fumble. What the heck was that? All right, we got the ball here on the 18-yard line. Let's look at our plays here. Let's see what we've got. Let's see what we got. I like the flanker dig, honestly. I like the, it's going to be cool probably. Yeah, I like that little corner that Cole Beasley runs. We, of course, have the potential for Njoku deep. We're also going to send Josh Gordon deep on a potential mismatch. And Josh Gordon, there he is, boy. Catch that for love of crime. And are you serious? Come on! What is happening here? Is everyone... Are we sick? Did we get food poisoning on the way up here? What? I'm so happy I'm recording this because I can't believe this is actually happening. Now it's 3rd and 10. All right, Njoku coming across the middle. We're going to try and hit Beasley on the post if the safety wants to come up, but he probably won't. All right, safety's not coming up, so it's going to be Corey Coleman coming across. Whatever. At this point, I'm just happy we have a catch. Now let's wait for it. What's a good time? 3 seconds? I think 3 is usually the golden time if you're trying to call a timeout before kicking a field goal. Because 3 seconds, that's pretty much all the time you need to actually properly kick one. I hope I'm not so flustered I'm going to miss this field goal. That would be pretty embarrassing, honestly. There we go. There's our new kicker, Murray. He got it. 10-0 going into the half. I can't believe we're playing in a dome. We're playing in Ford Field, for crying out loud, man. Like, it's not as if we have bad weather to contend with here. I don't even want to see the halftime report. I don't even want to see it. We're going to skip it. Continue next moment. We're going to play the moment here. We've got the ball here. We're going to actually go back to our old game plan of actually trying to run the ball a little bit here. But now that we're here in the second half, let us watch here. Let us watch check out these stats. Deshaun Kaiser has 12 incompletions. 12. He's 10 out of 22. What a garbage quarterback. Well, of his 12 incompletions, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them are drops. Are you serious? 9 of my 12 incompletions are dropped passes. What is happening? I don't even know what to say here, guys. They're definitely bumping up everybody on me here. Now we're about to make them pay. All right. Well, now you bumped them back a little bit. We're actually going to go back to the run. Oh, get out of there. Oh, I was hoping he was going to break away, but he held on pretty well. On the bright side, Isaiah Crowell has he's been doing a pretty good job on the ground. I'm happy about that. And Mr. Beasley wide open. There we go. He held on to it, and he didn't drop it. You really can't complain about any of that. 4 yards per attempt. I don't even want to hear it. You can't even blame Mr. Kaiser for any of this. Oh, we got stuffed. Well, it looks like we're going to have to punt here. On the bright side, all 3 of our losses, if you maybe haven't been keeping perfect tabs up with the playthrough so far, we've actually been doing pretty well this entire season. We are 5-3, and all 3 of our losses are my fault. And you may think, like, how exactly are they your fault? Were you just not doing that good on offense, or what was going on? In all 3 of our losses, the deciding factor was me throwing a pick 6. Every single one of them. And so it's frustrating to see a game go down where it was completely my fault that we lost. But then when you have a game like this is not my fault. I am doing my job the best that I can. There are 9 dropped passes, for crying out freaking loud here. So we are just going to try to pound the rock here a little bit. Because look at, 9 carries, 53 yards. these halfback dives and runs in general are working pretty well against this Detroit Lions defense. And as such, we are going to continue to try to exploit that and get what field position we can. You think I'm not going to hurry up and keep running dive plays? If they wouldn't put people in the box to stop the dives, I'll gladly audible out, but like that right there. So we audible this into a play-action boot. Ooh, with Niles Paul coming across. And Niles, I see you. I see you, man. I saw Njoku there, too. Don't you fumble it. Of course he does. Of course he does. Because I can't control whether or not he fumbles. The game just has to take the ball away from me. Oh, my gosh. Everything that's happening. It's not my fault. None of it's my fault. What do I do? Oh, I am pained here, guys. There is physical pain on me. It's games like this where I can see why people want me to have a face cam. I really do. They don't pay me enough for this job. They don't pay me enough. There's a reason. Cleveland Browns coaches, they don't get fired after one season. They quit. They can't take this. It takes 10 years off their life. All right. Well, they're putting everybody in the box to stop me here, so we might as well go for this. And I was really hoping that Cole Beasley was going to somehow beat his man there. Slide, please. Thank you. I don't want to fumble again. Let's go for the halfback dive here. We got to keep feeding the crow, man. We always forget to feed the crow. We've got to feed the crow. And, oh, look at him falling forward there, man. That's what's great. When we looked at the stats in the bye week special, he doesn't break a ton of tackles, but he has a lot of yards after contact. That's because being just a big power runner, which are some, I love power running backs. Like, they're so good. Like, Jerome Bettis back in the day, Mike Allstott. I say as he gets whooped. Wow, Davis got injured. We got the first down with that, and their guy got injured on the hit. I love power backs, and he at the very least, will always be, like, pushing forward, even if he gets hit in the backfield, which is just fantastic for me. Let's go for levels switch. Lots of in routes and one out route, pretty much. Gerard Davis got hurt there. That's actually good for us. And that's number 10. I should label this video under comedy instead of gaming. Catch that, buddy. I couldn't tell if he was holding on to it or not, but there it is. Easy first down. Hurry up into a halfback dive. Hurry up in the halfback dive here with Mr. Isaiah Crowell. And we're going to cut inside here. Oh, you whiffed your block. I mean, we got enough out of it, but, man, it would have been really nice if we could have kept on going with that. We are going to speed things up here slightly. Actually, do we have what's our play action? I don't like that. I don't like that particular play action play, so we're just going to go with the... Well, that time, we just had no blocking. 3rd and 5, 3rd and 5, 3rd and 5. Halfback screens are usually pretty good, but also, we're going to go with the jet drive, I think. Telfer coming across, man. And there he is. There's number 11. Patrick Murray. If that's not an Irish name, I don't know what it is. Hey, perfect there. Well, at least we're doing better at kicking field goals already. I was, field goals in the last actual game we had were not very good. Was I 0 for 3? Something terrible like that. So they drove down and scored. Did not get the extra point, though, which is common, honestly, at this point. I don't even want to throw. At this point, I don't want to throw, but there's mesh, and Josh Gordon is, like, always seemingly open on this particular play. So it's like, all right, let's look for him, I guess. And he's not going to be there this time. And so we're just going to dump it down here to Butterfinger Coleman for our 12th drop of the game. My center's hurt again, but this time he has a foot fracture. All right, I wonder if he's injury prone because he has a lot of injury. That's like his 3rd or 4th injury on the season, but now Cody Wallace is going to have to come in. A foot fracture means he's going to be out for a couple of weeks, I think. And throw it to the inside. There we go. Niles. Oh, he held on to it. At this point, I don't even expect them to. So I have to wait until the play's actually over and the whistle's blown just to see if we actually have a catch on our hands or not, for crying out loud. All right, you guys want to bump up everybody on me? I'll teach you. I'll teach you. Y'all gonna learn today. Wide open, Corey Coleman coming across. Imagine if he dropped that. I can't wait to see. We have 15 incompletions and 12 of them are drops. I would just like to throw that out there. This is a goofy formation, but it looks like I've never been a big fan of this particular formation, but I think it would work out here. We're right behind Vitali there. And I'm saying somebody's going to block, right? Oh! Whenever I see the daylight like that, it's always like, oh, what's about to happen here, you know? All right, I want to go corner strike. You know what? No, I don't, considering their entire team is going to the outside there. So, Cole Beasley, if you could go for that slant route, please. And we're just going to dump it to the fullback. All right, then. That's cool. Yeah. At this point, I don't even expect you to catch it. I'm just throwing up a prayer. I'm like playing a slot machine here. It's like gambling on supply drops in Call of Duty. Can't be mad I don't get what I want, because it's rigged from the start. And there he is, buddy. Thank you, Josh. Thank you. God, look at this stadium, dude. Ford Field is so sick. I talked about it at the very beginning of the episode, man, but I really love Ford Field. It's so good. Let's keep running. Let's keep feeding the crow. We do need to come away with points here. I do not want them to be within one score like they are right now. So, there we go. There we go. 16 carries, 82 yards. Let's keep doing it. Remember back in the day when like 30 carries wasn't even uncommon for like a running back? Nowadays, it's like unheard of. I'm going to go for the Y stick here. They're bumping up on Cole. Cole, if Cole can burn him on this bump and run. And he does.
And his throw here is incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time.
Okay.
He was reaching to bring in the
it's fine.
Really, really well done.
Decent
whatever.
Offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Just better defense, they say. Well, we're up by 7. The field, I mean, obviously the field goal's the way to go here. I mean, this thing's the equivalent of an extra point kick, right? Please don't let that choke. Okay, good. All right. We're good. We're up by 10. 3:29 left in the fourth. Let's get out of here. Just end this freaking game. Wow, they drove for a long time there. All right, so they're within one score again. A little unnerving, if I'm being entirely honest here. You guys see that the goal is to get Corey Coleman his 25th catch? Well, maybe if he wanted to drop the 3 or 4 passes he's dropped, then maybe he would have that by now. Oh, no! If I wouldn't have got touched there, did you guys see the blocking ahead of him? Oh, man, that was about to be potentially a giant run. I think, what's the longest run we've had this season? Like 30 yards? Something like that? You think we're not just going to keep on running here? Oh, come on, man. Come on. You guys couldn't touch the linebacker? Well, this isn't very good. This isn't very good at all. Because now we have to rely on our passing game. And they're giving me... we'll go with the corner strike here. I think that in route actually might be there. Wait, it's Josh Gordon's got 8 targets and 6 catches off of those targets. So he's pretty much our only solid receiver. And Cole Beasley was wide open there. We had a couple of people, but as soon as I press the button to throw, we get sacked. All right, well, it's going to come down to the defense here. I mean, on the bright side, though, the defense, even if they let up a touchdown, worst case scenario is like overtime, right? So I'm not too concerned about it, honestly. All right, D. Milner broke his block pretty much perfectly. I'm just going to wrap him up. Oh, well, I was going to wrap him up. Now I just want to kill him. Somebody get him, for crying out freaking loud. I shouldn't have touched him. I should have just let the AI grab him because I knew I was going to miss it, because now they have the ball on the 49-yard line, and that hurts a lot. Hey, and our defense stopped them. And we have the ball on the 40-yard line. Good job, defense. Now we can technically just run out the clock. I kind of want to, but at the same time, I do kind of want to try to pad the stats a little bit to, like, try to correct all the mistakes my team has made this entire game. Oh, Isaiah. You monster. How close is Isaiah to 100? Is it going to show me? We should try and give him 100 yards. It's not going to show it. Okay. Look at this. Look at this stadium. I love Ford Field. We're just going to continue running that dive play, man. Just over and over. We'll be all right. Nice blocks. There we go. We had 100 yet. 20 carries, 103 yards. I'm going to keep feeding them, man. I'm going to keep feeding them. Because when we were looking at the stats in the bye week, Isaiah's got decent rushing yards on the season, but he, this is very, very bad. He's got decent stats on the season, but compared to other people in the league, I was hoping to get him deep there. I saw the one-on-one. I wanted to take a shot and hopefully fix Kaiser's passing yards for this game. But it's the volume. We have a volume issue when it comes to Isaiah Crowell's stats. That, and he has 1 rushing touchdown. We have 1 rushing touchdown on the entire season because our goal line offense is rough is an understatement. And going for it. Corey Coleman. It's fine. It's fine. And yeah, we're just gonna punt this. Hopefully I can actually get a decent punt here. I've been kind of struggling on the punting. If I want to get my punter in the Pro Bowl and therefore like really help out his overall and stuff like that, I had to get more of those inside the 10 punts. And that's not gonna be one of them. Why am I punt? Or is it? Or is it? I couldn't tell by the way their returner was standing there. Yeah, my punting game has been pretty poor today. And we're on the clock. 16-9 victory. Am I happy with it? No, I'm not. But there is, what's the phrase I'm looking for here? I suppose the one bright spot on this entire game is, in total, I'm going to estimate here. We're about to look at the stats themselves. I had 17 incompletions. 14 were drops. So, what that means is I was actually incredibly efficient. I, as a player, had a pretty good game. Because as a quarterback, all I can really do is get the ball to them, right? It's up to pretty much the AI for them to actually catch the ball. And so, I actually threw maybe 5 incompletions the entire game. This should have been, if I wasn't absolutely screwed by drop passes, like a 300-yard pass game. Potentially 3 touchdowns, something like that. We probably would have scored a lot. But there was nothing I personally could have done. Jimmy Clausen's in. Matt Stafford's injured. After that, oh, Matt Stafford got injured. We injured Matt Stafford. I mean, he wasn't doing good to begin with. I wonder if their team has as many drops as I did. All right, so we had, I'm bad at doing quick math here, 19 total incompletions, right? We went 16 and 35, buck 88 and a touchdown. 19 incompletions. 16 completions, 19 incompletions. Of those 19 incompletions, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 of them were drops. I personally threw 6 total incompletions the entire game. 13 drops out of 19 incompletions. And it's not as if it's one person. Njoku dropped 3, Corey Coleman dropped 3, but then Josh dropped 1, Vitale dropped 1, Randall Telford dropped 1, Cooper Kupp dropped 1, Duke Johnson Jr. dropped 1, Cole Beasley dropped 1, and Isaiah Crowell dropped 1. For crying out loud. Josh Gordon, though, he has been a highlight for my team the past couple of weeks for sure. Isaiah Crowell did a pretty good job with his 20 carries for 103 yards, broke a couple tackles in the process. Even Duke Johnson on his limited carries did pretty well. Deshaun Kaiser's 2 fumbles were kind of scary, if I'm being entirely honest. Oh, let's check. Let's see if Detroit had a bunch of drops this game. Nope, they had 3. Okay. I mean, 3's obviously not good either, but still, like, for crying out loud. Check out the defense here. Schobert getting all them tackles again. Hey, Jabril Peppers, he's actually usually not all that high up on the tackle list. I was worried for a second that Harrison Smith was going to be injured. And Danny Shelton and Jamie Meter, who actually just, or Meter, he just got, we re-signed him in the bye week episode, and he got a sack in his first game back. Then Jabril Peppers and Myles Garrett combined for a sack as well. Not bad, man. No interceptions. Any fumbles today, ladies and gentlemen? Nope. Joe Hayden with a couple of pass deflections. All right. Actually, just out of curiosity, was there a block? No? I was wondering if there was like a blocked extra point kick or something like that. Will it actually show it in the stats? Extra point blocks. Yeah, he just... Oh, wait, that's for the Browns. I'm going to go to the Lions here. Yeah, it wasn't blocked. He just straight up missed the extra point kick. I would be quite upset about that. But ladies and gentlemen, that's all I have for you guys here in this episode. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Where's the Stuck'em, guys? We need it. This better not translate into next week. Better not carry over because I will pop a gasket. I hope you guys all enjoyed the video. Drop me a rating. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.